'cause I do it all with a passion. Passion.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Kenna Tiana. Kenna means it's me. It's me, Tiana. I'm half South African, half American, living intercontinentally. I'm so excited today to be the bearer of good news. South Africa has decided to join the list of many countries out there in the world that has a digital nomad visa. So living in South Africa is now easier than ever. Before this digital nomad visa came out, the only way to prolong your stay in South Africa after your 90-day tourist visa runs out is to leave, get yourself a ticket back home or to a distant country, and then when you come back to South Africa, your visa will start again. So I did this for 1 year. Okay, I stayed in South Africa for 1 year using this method of extending your tourist visa. I had to buy 4 round-trip tickets. At the time, I was applying for my dual citizenship, and I knew it was going to process in about a year. So I went ahead and did the tourist visa in and out for 1 full year. It was exhausting and it was expensive, okay? Okay, so let's look at some of the requirements for getting this digital nomad visa in South Africa. First thing you should know is that the visa length is for up to 36 months. I like that. Is it possible to extend? Yes, it is. And the minimum income requirements are $37,500 per year, which ends up being about $3,125 per month that they want to see you bringing in. And the time that it takes this digital nomad visa to process is anywhere between 2 to 4 months. This digital nomad visa is a game changer. Even though it's so expensive to leave in and out on a tourist visa, the reason why I sucked it up and I think other people sucked it up is because you're saving in so many other areas. Like once you get to South Africa, whatever you're gonna spend on your housing, on your utility bills, on anything is going to be significantly lower than what you were spending in the US. For every dollar you have, you multiply that by 18, get into the rand currency that's here. So it's doable when you're on a short-term plan, but it's just not realistic to have to leave a country that you're staying in every 90 days. Okay? Let's say you go to the closest South African embassy to you, you turn in everything that you need for your visa, and now you're about to get it. Moving to South Africa is like hitting the lotto, especially if you are a person of color. As a Black woman, it's an incredible experience living in South Africa because you just experience being in the majority for the first time ever. That awkward feeling of when you walk into the room and you're the only Black person there, or just all of those awkward moments that you have as a Black person in the US completely disappear when you move to South Africa, particularly Johannesburg and Durban. The same can't be said for Cape Town, okay? Cape Town is gonna make you feel like you're back in the US. So you'll be living the dream if you move to South Africa because you're really cutting down your cost. So the cost of living is amazing. Now you don't have to worry about your status. You'll be on the digital nomad visa. And one hard part about moving to South Africa as an American or expat is just finding your way in the country. It's very important to adopt some slang vernacular. So one of the things that I did that I definitely recommend you do if you move to South Africa is to sign up on trustedhousesitters.com and become a house sitter. The number one requirement for this is that you have to be a person who is responsible and can take care of pets. That's walking a dog, that's feeding a cat, whatever the homeowner has listed as the responsibilities, that you can rise to the occasion and take care of those responsibilities. About a year and a half into my move, I'm like, I'm not really seeing that much of the country. I'm kind of staying in the same areas, staying in my comfort zone, being with friends, being with family, and I really needed to push myself a little bit more. So I joined Trusted House Sitters. I got myself a membership. You take care of someone's pet while they're away, and in exchange for this service, taking care of their home and their pet, then you get free accommodation. Okay, free accommodation just for being a responsible person. I love it. I started doing this locally in Joburg, and then I went out to Durban on a solo trip. I think I'm going to make that my next video, or my video after my next video. But yeah, I went on a solo trip in Durban. That was life-changing. It is a beautiful coastal city, where you're still gonna feel like the majority. And the ocean is so warm compared to Cape Town. Okay, that Cape Town water is beautiful, but it's freezing. I've never enjoyed swimming in the ocean in Cape Town, unless you know where to go. Gotta go to Muizenberg, and yeah, that's it. That's the only warm part of Cape Town, to swim in the ocean. Muizenberg, you're welcome. Yeah, I just started house sitting throughout the country. I saw different parts of Johannesburg because I lived in Fourways. So I went to Parkhurst. I went to a mega mansion in Fourways. Then I went to Durban. And then my most incredible experience was house sitting for 3 months in Cape Town as my honeymoon. So that little life hack of house sitting definitely enhanced my experience in South Africa. I mean, I was just looking on the website, and someone had a house sit available from May of 2025 until December of 2025. That's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months of accommodation for free. Okay, all you have to do is pay your yearly subscription. Okay, if you're interested in trying something like that, and it doesn't have to be in South Africa, it's any country where you want to go as a digital nomad, or even in the US. Right now I'm in Arizona. I'm in the desert. It's incredible. It's beautiful. I'm exploring the US. So be sure to watch my other videos as we explore the US and just fall in love with it again, guys. There is so much to love in the US, but I definitely believe you have to leave and step away to better appreciate what you have here in the US. I have my discount code for Trusted House Sitters to get you 25% off of your yearly membership. You're welcome. I could do a separate video on housing. I feel like people have squandered a lot of money on their housing. People like to come in and go to the most expensive parts, like Rosebank or Melrose. And hey, I get it. You don't know what else to do. Let me be your chill me, okay? For me, I went ahead and settled in Fourways as my base. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful apartment with a gym, a pool, a restaurant. The restaurant delivers to your door. I mean, impeccable amenities. So whenever I see people spending more than $1,000 a month on their accommodation in South Africa, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. If you are a single person, you're not coming out here with a family, you're a digital nomad, you don't need to spend more than $1,000 in South Africa. Slap yourself if you are. Then call me. Moving to South Africa is so good for your mental health. The scenery, the nature, the mountains, the ocean, the city, the people. The South African people are people you've never, ever seen in your life. They're so funny. Their sense of humor is contagious, and once you apply it to your life, you're going to see your mental health improve, because these are people who are just not easily dismayed. They make a joke out of everything. And that expression, "Achuna matat," that you learned from Lion King, rings true there. But whenever there's a problem, they don't see it. They're just above it all the time. The ingenuity to how they problem solve. I don't even know how to put it in words, but it's just a vibe that you need to go and experience by living in this country. I would even encourage you to move on this visa without even having traveled there, and just figure it out. If they give you a 6-month visa or 1-year visa, just tell yourself you're gonna figure it out, because one thing about moving abroad is that it changes you for the better. I've become a better person, a stronger person, a smarter person, flexible person, a more peaceful person. Completely transformed myself through living abroad. And that doesn't mean it's like happy, joy all the time. There are some challenges you will experience, like loneliness, or just feeling hella confused because you're in another place and you're hearing different languages, and whatever it is that's gonna make you feel down. When you push through that and you don't give up, and then you see where you end up, you're like, is this me? Oh my God. The growth. And plus, this is a good time to do it. I mean, when I moved to South Africa, Trump had just become president, and it was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in the streets, okay? And it's like the same thing's happening again. So anyone who is looking to run away from the political drama that's happening, okay, who wants to run away from the exuberant, extraordinarily high cost of living in the US, this digital nomad visa is for you. Anyone who wants to leave the hustle culture, they're working for 60 hours a week, or having 2 jobs at once, or just constantly on the move. When I moved to South Africa, I slowed all the way down. There were days when all I had to do on the itinerary was to stare at a mountain and be present. That used to be so hard for me, just stopping and being present. Now it is second nature. I do it all the time. And you should do it too. Okay guys, so I hope I made your day in letting you know that this digital nomad visa exists in South Africa, that the requirements are a little over $3,000 a month, and I shared a life hack that is gonna get you free accommodation, okay? And when you do spend money on accommodation, I went ahead and let you know to check out the area of Four Ways in Johannesburg. Wonderful suburb, great place to be, great cost of living. And yeah, just happy exploring, guys. Please feel free, check out my link to the 25% off of your membership for Trusted House Sitters. Check out my website. It has my link on there. It has my free ebook. Guys, I made a free ebook that tells you how to get started on Trusted House Sitter. Everything that I did to get started, everything that you need to do and be successful on the platform. I want to be the channel that just keeps giving and giving and giving and giving when it comes to the life hacks, okay? Traveling is not a luxury. It is an essential. You need it in your life. So yeah, if you want more info on the digital nomad visa and how to get it, be sure to follow the link that's in my description. I'm sharing the website where I found this lovely information. I don't know them, they don't know me, but I saved you time and research. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Trying to get all I've imagined.